Hello everybody, welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing some stamping tonight. Probably do a kind of stamp one sheet wonder, but got a little trick up my sleeve to try something new. Hello, lots of people in the house today. Hello, Lisa, Sherry, Kim, who else here? Michaela, Nina, Pamela, Jane, Heather. Hello, welcome. All right, so I just got back, no, not just got back, a couple of hours I got back from the high school's production of Mary Poppins. I have to say I was absolutely blown away. There are some talented kids at that school, some very talented children, and the production just was a kind of an abridged version of the Broadway version of Mary Poppins. So it wasn't the film version, which I was the only kind of version I knew, apart from obviously the book. But and I'd not seen the stage production before, so I was unfamiliar with some of the newer songs, and they'd obviously abridged it a bit. Like there was lots of bits that were cut out to make it an hour and a half show with no break. And there were just like key people that stole the show, like the child that played little Michael Banks was just amazing. Apparently he's only in year 7, so what is he, 11 or 12, and he just did not sing a note wrong. He didn't fluff his lines. He was just incredible. Who else stole the show as well? Bert was great. Oh, Mary Poppins. I know the girl that played Mary Poppins. She's friends with my children. She sang beautifully. So anyway, we just had the most enjoyable night. I took my son and daughter and a friend of the family who also goes to the high school. So he had friends in the show as well. And it was just such an enjoyable evening. So there we go. So if you ever get, it's my little chance to rant, and not rant, but encourage and say, you know what, if you get the opportunity to go and watch high school productions and just support amateur theatre and support those kids who may be the stars of the future, please do, because there are probably about 3 or 4 people who performed tonight that I thought, you may have a future in this, you know, if you want to pursue it. So there we go. It was a fun night, really fun night. So hi Tashana, hi Martina, hi Mary Beth, great to see you. The other little announcement to make is just a reminder about classes that I teach. I do have several coming up, and I'm also aware that I do need to actually schedule ones that I've talked about scheduling. It might not be tonight that I get around to doing that, because I don't want to be too long here, but I am aware of it. And so if you guys want to remind me, I know what, I'll get my post-it note and a pencil ready. Remind me of what I've said that I think I'd like to do. And I just wanted to remind folk, if you wanted to do the stamped cross, I only have 4 people booked on that at the moment, and I usually kind of say I need 6 or more to make that viable. So if you were on the fence about that one, or if you just not got around to booking that one, then please could you, because I'd like to know numbers for that one. Oh, husband has joined us. Have you got an announcement? Yeah, I'm cooking all day.
I thought it was Friday.
No.
Saturday. But can I go out in the afternoon?
Oh, he's asking if we can go out. Oh, you want to go out with your mates?
I'll go out to play.
You want to go out to play?
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose you can.
Well, that's weird. I'm coming from the other side. I'm gonna high five myself. No, I'm not. I can't. That's so weird. I'm over that side. Are you live?
Yes.
Okay. Evening, everybody.
Come on, y'all, sign up. Yes. So I was just going to go through my schedule. Yes, leave me to it. Right. So just schedule-wise, there are spaces for the mini folio album this Friday. So if you're not signed up to that and wanted to take that, please get signed up to that pretty quick, because there's some pre-class homework that you need to do for that. Clusters and lines, I do have some spaces for that on the 16th of February. Yeah, 16th. And that's a really good one if you're a beginner at doing whole sheet stamping. But even if you're experienced at it, you may pick up some tips and tricks. So masked cross is on the 23rd. Then on the 1st of March, we've got the brayer technique. And then on the 5th of March, mixed media canvas. And we've only got 3 people booked onto that one, so I could do with a few more. So I'm going to just get on and start stamping. And then if those of you who've talked about wanting certain classes, like someone messaged me today about, oh, stippled blossoms. Did you guys want to do a stippled blossoms class? I think that was on the list. And there was something else. Oh, the one with the dies that have got the frame. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, your husband asked if he can go out. No, he's diary checking, Martina. Yeah, he's diary. He's like, I'm the diary. He's forgotten that we're having our Christmas, Chinese New Year meal on Saturday, and we've invited friends to that. So obviously, I don't really need him to help me cook. I might need him to move furniture, but I don't need help cooking. So he can go out in the afternoon if he wants. Oh dear. Right. Yeah. Let's get my camera going. So I hope you're all well, Martina. I hope you're feeling better. I mean, it's nice to see you, and oh, Lisa says yes to stipple blossoms. All right, I know what I'll do then. I'm not committing dates or anything tonight. What I'll do is, oh, Miss Lisa, sweet Miss Lisa, I know what, rather than me having to write it all down, because you're so good at this sort of thing, do you mind if anyone comments in the chat what they're interested in? Could you just write me a list of who've said they're interested in what, and that way I don't have to worry about it? Thank you. Hi Cecilia. Hi Monica. Great to see you. Hi Ava. All right, where's my desk view? Why is this not happening? Phone camera. Refresh cache. Ah, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Sort of better. Oh, well, it's really lovely to see you here. Really nice to see you. Who's that just come in? Is that Shaz as well? Right, I can feel a lump. There's a lump under there. Oh, a glue lump. All right, let's get rid of that then. We do not need lumps when it comes to stamping. Oh, I can feel another one. It's like the Princess and the Pea it is on my desk. Wow. Oh. That's a bit odd. Wow, that's from a mark that's been made in my... Oh, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of it. That was like something had pushed through the card and I could feel it all the way through. Very strange. All right, I'm in the mood for something a bit bright, perhaps to stamp on, because I'm going to add, before I get stamping, I want to add some white to my card. And oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm looking around for my rag because my son used my brayer today. Oh, and you remember ages ago I said I'm sure I had 2 brayers, and then I realised I thought that it was because I just had the box of the brayer in my thing. I actually do have 2 of these because I found it again the other day, and then I've already gone and ordered the new Stampin' Up one just to see, you know, to compare it and see what it's like. So which is kind of useful if I want to teach a brayer class, I guess. At least I've got 2 at my disposal. So now this is a tip sometimes it's worth really pushing quite hard on the edge of the brayer there, because sometimes the ink all likes to get sunk into there, and then occasionally it will get transferred onto whatever ink that you're trying to use. And particularly now, because I'm planning to use some of the white ink, I don't really want lots of cross contamination. So I'm going to get my white ink out. This is my old white ink, so let's just see how inky this actually is. Oh, it's doing okay. So I'm loading that really well. I'm just going to do a little smoosh of that. Do that again. Oh, I do want that quite well. Right, there we go. I had to buy the new brayer. My speedball was no good. Oh no. Hi, Susan. When am I putting another order in, Ruth? Oh no, so I literally placed an order last night. However, I definitely will put one in at the end of the month. So let me know if you want something. Or actually just let me know what you want, and if I happen to place an order mid-month, I will put your order in. I kind of don't want it sort of too uniform, so I'm just going to do this one up here. I want it a bit more slightly random. So what came to mind, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, was the idea of using the white ink as an alternative canvas to a bright colour, and just playing with how the different colours react on white and some react on direct to cardstock. So that was my plan. Oh, take care, Michaela. Hi, Inika. Who else has just arrived? Hi, Christine. Oh, Christine's interested in the stippled. Oh, when you say if you're interested in a class, can you also help me by saying what region you are? Either put SP for South Pacific, US or Canada for Canada, or EU stroke or UK. That would just help me with time zone kind of timings and thingy. Oh, I'm quite liking the idea of making it go a bit ombre. I've not really thought of that, of having like a really dense part, really saturated bit of white, and then have it go softer. I've not thought of that. I guess I just thought, oh, I'd have areas, but that could also work. All right, I'm going to stop there and just apply some heat to this now. Oh, twin lambs tonight. Oh, wow. Yeah, oh, the weather is, yeah, very wet here today. Oh, am I not plugged in? No, I'm not plugged in. Well, at least I'm not plugged in, rather than it not working. Oh, is Susan's Astro on here yet? Thank you, Christine. I did think you were, I just couldn't quite remember. Yeah, it feels like we're having April showers before April right now. There's the link for my booking classes. Oh, hi Ava, sorry. Nice to... Yeah, no. It was if earlier I was asking who wanted to do a class with me and suggestions for future classes, and I just wanted to know roughly where people were from, but it's really nice to know that you're from the US. Welcome. What part of the US are you from? Bob, hello, aloha. Have you moved yet? I did find my long lost stamp, everybody. Needs a little bit of a clean, actually. How are you, Miss Barb? So Ava, your first time here, welcome. We are quite a crafty, chatty little community here. So get stuck in, get to know us and ask any questions that you might have. And same for anybody else who's, ooh, excuse me, oh my word. I've got a bit of an ink mountain going on here. I've got ink pads that were out from the other day, and then my son borrowed some ink pads this afternoon and I haven't put them away. I just left them at the side because I thought, oh, I might use them. Whew. Right. Oh, get my mats out. Oh, Bob, you're basically living in your new home, though your furniture will be coming next week. Oh, how exciting! Oh, wonderful. Right, I can feel that this ink is not completely dry. Still feels a little bit sticky, but I haven't really got time. So, yeah, no sympathy allowed for Shaz. Not because she doesn't need it. It's just, you know, when you people, I don't know if some of you know people who have got prolonged illness and it just gets wearing, doesn't it, Shaz? And I think it is sweet that people ask, "Oh, how are you doing?" Which is, you know, very kind of you all. But I think for people, I'm not criticizing anybody. Please, it's not. Please don't take this as a criticism, anybody. But for those of you who know people who have got ongoing and long-term stuff, I think they get to the point where they just want to talk about something else. I have different people in my life who have that sort of thing happening, and I have a little kind of funny joke with a friend of mine and say, it's just nice to be sent cat videos. Sometimes you just want something just to take your mind off stuff. Right, now, part of this, Ruth, I've just forgotten, was I wanted to have a play seeing what it looked like having some things stamped on straight onto the blue and not onto the white. But I've ended up stamping these on white. Anyway, I'm going to go with it because that's obviously what my brain wanted to do. Yes, they're all classes on Zoom in Occur. It doesn't take too much to figure out how to do them, to be honest, because you're sent a link, and it might be helpful to install Zoom on your computer ahead of time, but do not and sign up to an account, but do not pay for the account. Just sign up for the free account. You don't need to pay for it to work. I've done the paying bit. And if anybody, I have said this as well before, but I will say it again, that if anyone wants to have like a test Zoom, and you get all set up and you want to contact me and go, Ruth, can you please test the Zoom for me? I can set something up where I send you a link and we can have a little test run, because I appreciate that for some folks this is kind of like new technology. You may have never have done it before, but once you've done it once, it kind of demystifies it, and you should be okay. So there we go. Right, that's blue. I don't know why I did it blue, but I have. I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and I am going to carry on and maybe stamp something else on here. Ooh, I'm thinking a bit of this gorgeous detailed dogwood, and I'm actually very tempted to do that in the blue as well. I'm really upbeat and I need to keep going. That's right. Exactly, Ruth. Thank you for mentioning it. My back has been painful since I was 12. I'm almost 65. It's all now. Yes, yes. Sorry to hear that, Inika. But yeah, and people have great resilience, don't they? They manage to cope. But just let us know if you want us to send you the fun cat videos. Hi, Michelle. Nice to meet you. Hi, Janice. Ava, are you an Ava or an Eva pronunciation? Oh, I love it. I love how we try and get the pronunciations correct on this channel. Although I don't pronounce Georgiana how she pronounces Georgiana. She likes how I pronounce Georgiana because no one else pronounces it that way. Not in America anyway. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, the detail on this stamp. Okay, so I just want to show you how I'm inking it up. I'm deliberately missing off that bottom bud. The bottom bud is not needed. Just going to tuck it in like so. Just there. I haven't ordered it because it didn't impress me before now. Oh, which one, Cecilia? Oh, the two-tone flora. Oh, the two-tone flora. Ooh, wow. Let me educate. Let me educate you, Cecilia. Please do have a look on my channel and type in and search for videos that I've done with two-tone flora. Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh. I mean, have you got an hour or two for me to sing its praises? Just got the detailed dogwood. Oh, that was a bit close to there, but anyway. Ugh. Yeah, me too. Kim, me too. Was it? It was new this year, wasn't it? Was it in the mini? I've got a feeling it was in the mini, and then it made it over. All right, let me just do a little test. kind of doing it like a blotting paper test, really. I want to see what has actually dried. Right, let's have a look. That's not too bad. It's just over here. Over here is a little bit wet, but that's not too bad. All right, let's look at doing something else then. And oh, I'm wondering while I'm here, I might just do a little bit of leaf stamping. I'm kind of waiting for the blue to really set in before I put any colour on top of that. But while I'm waiting, I can add a touch of greenery. Yes, the Dogwood set is free. Thank you for that reminder. The Dogwood set is a free set and only available until the end of February. So we've kind of only got 3 weeks really left to earn that. And I was thinking today, I haven't actually bigged up the Saleabration as much as I should have. And considering it's only 2 weeks long, it's only 2 months long. So yes, Detailed Dogwood is a stunning stamp set that you can only get for free when you spend £90 here in the UK. In Europe, I think it's 100 and... oh, is it 130? Hold on, let me just double check my little leaflet. €120. So €120 purchase will get you Detailed Dogwood for free. You can either choose that one for free, or you can choose that Softly Sophisticated, and you get the stamp set and the embossing folder. So this is where the fun starts happening, because you get a kind of slightly different impression on the white than you do on the Coastal Cabana. And this was that kind of element of surprise I wanted to sort of play with here tonight, and just kind of see what happens, really. I don't really know where I'm kind of going with this. Oh, is it? Right, okay, Christine. So that means that it was a bundle before. So yes, it's already carried over from a previous catalogue. Oh, well, here's hoping. I mean, I have no powers of persuasion when it comes to what Stampin' Up have there in their catalogue. I really don't. And they plan so far in advance. My goodness. TOne Flora, TOne brought my stamping buddy and me together. She couldn't figure out how to use the stamps. Now she plans to join, making me silver again. Yay! Oh, that's lovely news. That's nice. So when people talk about joining Stampin' Up, basically you can join the company, but in order to join the company, you have to do that underneath another demonstrator. You have to go through somebody else. It's like a little gateway, basically, through another person. And what's really helpful actually about signing up with through somebody else is that you then have them as your mentor. So I would say that if you are thinking of signing up to Stampin' Up, do have a think about who, you know, take a moment to think about who you would like to be under, and whether you get on with that person, whether you feel that they are somebody who you can go to ask questions. Also, do have a think about where you'd like to go with the products. If you're somebody who says, oh, I just love the product, I just love playing with it, and I can't see myself, maybe running classes just yet, or I'm not interested in kind of building a business, then that's fine. But if you're somebody who in the back of your mind thinks, actually, I do fancy maybe sharing, what I do with people, and maybe showing a few friends, or showing them some kits, selling them some kits, and you want to perhaps go down that bit more of a business route at some point, then do have a think about who you're signing up with and whether or not they can mentor you. Now, that's not to preclude anybody, because there is plenty of help that Stampin' Up give via their website, through demo support, through training, you know, without necessarily having an upline. So and also demonstrators generally are a really friendly bunch and are happy to help out if you ask nicely. So but yeah, if anyone has any questions about signing up, please let me know. I've just gone for pink. I've just decided I'm going pink. All right. I totally agree, Martina. Yes, that is why I think it's one of the best stamp sets that Stampin' Up have currently got. Yeah. There we go. Ew, yes, nice. But can you see some of that blue has transferred onto my ink, my stamp? Yeah, it's kind of sad that they don't, you know, carry over in a meaningful way. But I think it's a kind of it's a sales booster for January and February, and yeah, it's just one of those things, I'm afraid. Yeah, I just think if you look at sales across many markets, whether it's crafting or anything, January and February are the quietest months out of any year. And so I think if they didn't do Saleabration, the sales would be super duper low. So it's just their way of actually keeping their sales up. So giving away a stamp set, but actually generating sales is really helpful to the company, and they're the ones that are able to do the number crunching. I'll let them do that to make that decision. Did the blue transfer because of the white craft underneath? Yes, probably, because the white craft ink is just sitting on top of the card. It's not soaking in like the dye. I always get this muddled up. This is dye ink. The white is pigment ink. So pigment ink sits on top of your cardstock, dye ink goes in. So because all this blue is sitting on top of the white, on top of the card, and it's not fully dry yet, it's very happy to come back off again. But there's also an element of sometimes when you do just stamp, even if I stamp the blue straight onto the cardstock, sometimes the new ink actually just slightly reactivates it. And that's what it will also come off as well. So it's just a bit more with white, but you probably would get it anyway. So I'm kind of cleaning off every time I'm going to get more pink on here. Now, I quite like the pink, but should we try a different pink? I'm wondering whether to go a bit brighter, like ooh. Oh, I don't know. Should we go for a bit of Calypso? I fancy seeing what that looks like. yeah. Shaz is trouble again. Now she's feeling better. No, it's good to ask these questions. Please don't feel not welcome to ask these questions. It's good to ask these questions because you know, obviously I'll try and answer them in the best way possible, but at the end of the day, I'm not the person that runs Stampin' Up as a company. I just run my business in partnership with Stampin' Up. So I don't always understand some of their decisions, but there are times where they do explain their decision making to demonstrators, and if they've done that, then I'll explain to you if I'm allowed. So. Well, I remember just back to the idea of giving away free things rather than discounting. I remember talking to a friend of mine, oh my goodness, probably over 20 years ago about this, and he was talking about business models, and he said it's always better to give something free away than it is to discount, because if you discount, it's money that's not in your pocket, whereas if you give something away, it won't have cost you the same amount as it did as the value is to the customer. So, you know, you know, some of these stamp sets that we get for free, to us they're worth 20 odd pounds, but it hasn't cost the company 20 pounds to give it to us. So, hi Nikki. All right, so which one do you prefer then? Calypso or flirty? That's calming down a little bit now. That's a bit lighter. And look, can you see where I had less white? It's gone a bit darker there. I'm going to try a little bit of pumpkin. You know, who's to say I have to do all the colours the same colour? Sorry, all the flowers the same colour. I switched out words then. Now the nice thing about this stamp is that the stamens perfectly align with the outline. It's really easy to line up if you just take your time with it. They all bring something special to the party. They do, Barb. They do indeed. You like the softness of that one, but that one really pops. Yes. Hi, Judy. All right, so that was pumpkin. Have we got a brighter pink? Or is it retired yet? Am I thinking of the one that was retired? Oh no, sweet sorbet. Hi, Kaz. Oh, how are you feeling, Kaz? Oh, hi, Kaz. You can email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. I'd be pleased to supply your mum. How lovely. Oh, this is such a weird thing because, Kaz, didn't you demonstrate this at an onstage, this stamp set? Kaz got to present, didn't you? Still coughing. You're slowly getting there. Oh, take your time. Thanks, Lisa. Yes, there is a really lovely class that I teach on using how to use the white ink. And yes, Lisa is right. If I get the numbers, well, I'm happy. If I've got a few interested, I will set a date. So if you are interested in doing that class, please just mention it in the chat now, and Lisa will just pop down, you know, your name for me. So at least I know that there are a few interested parties. Oh, thank you, Janice, and thank you, Martina. All right, so those four were sweet sorbet. Really nice. Right, I'm trying to think what else I'd like to do. I don't know whether just to leave this lovely line art as it is and look at some other elements. I think these are probably a bit too big now to enter into this, but this stamp here looks pretty cool. I probably could get the dragonflies in as well. And then, of course, there are some smaller flowers that could go in too, which I think I might just do some smaller flowers first. Welcome back, missing stamp set and stamp. I think it was that one that was missing, wasn't it? No, stay. Oh, maybe that's why you went. Oh, do I need to clean the back of you? Maybe that's why you went disappearing, because you got a bit dirty. Right. That one I'm thinking. That one and that one. And I think I'm going to go back to a bit of Night of Navy because it's such a good colour on this coastal cabana. This is the one that I call the chicken feet centre stamp. When you look at the centre of these stamps, it looks like there's chicken feet. Hi, Clydeen. How does one pay for a class? Well, you need, once I've created it, the class in Bookwen, it's a website that I'm using to book classes. It will lead you through the payment process, so don't worry about that. But first of all, I need to set a date for it and create the class in my program. But yeah, it's super simple. There's a few people on here who've already used that system and it's pretty easy. And I've had a few people go, I'm not very techie, but I've managed to do it. So, which gives me hope, that it's not too complicated. All right, those are a few little flowers that I wanted on there. And I'm going to leave that to dry because it just needs to all kind of soak in and do its thing. So in the meantime, I'm going to get out some Granny Apple Green and that leaf there. Do you want me to share? Do you want me to share the I'll share the link again. Oh, thank you, Janice. Janice is just too quick. Thank you. Oh, I'm still waiting for those of you who are interested in actually using Bookwen, I'm still waiting to hear back from them as to whether or not they're going to accept me as an affiliate. So sorry about that. That's why I haven't been in contact if you had expressed your interest. I'm trying not to go too near like where the flower is going to be. Oh, you don't actually have to have a PayPal account to use the PayPal paying system. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I should make that clear. You just use a credit card and PayPal actually deal with the payments, but you don't necessarily have to have PayPal to pay me. I quite like putting some of that green behind the dark blue there. Yeah. Affiliate, yeah. Affiliate marketing is another way that a lot of online influencers make money. So what they do is they will recommend products, and then they'll link to that product, and then if you click on the link and purchase it, they'll earn a small percentage off it. It's much less than like Stampin' Up commission, but some people really like it because it means that they can recommend anything that they want. It's usually connected to sort of like bigger companies like obviously Amazon, and yeah, like Simon Says Stamp, or I don't know, all the bigger craft companies. It's called affiliate marketing. It's just another type of way of making money. Right. I think this is dried enough. So now, what colour shall I use for the flower? Did I get it out already? Oh yes, I did. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. You had to sign up. Oh, that's a bit weird that you had to sign up. You probably do have to just... Oh, I don't know. I would have thought you just had to put your credit card details in. Hmm. I mean, I did sign up to using something called, is it Stripe or something? On Bookwen. I'm trying to think if I'm not sure if I can either like use both at the same time, or if I have to choose one over the other. Oh yes. You may only use one payment provider at a time. Enabling a payment provider will disable others. Yeah. So I've got PayPal at the moment. Yeah. The other option is that you can send me privately and I'll just book you onto the class. So for booking Bookwen, you may be an affiliate. Yes, I've asked if I can be an affiliate so that if anyone wants to sign up to using Bookwen and they pay for their subscription, I will earn a percentage. Yep. But they haven't said anything. They haven't told me if I am or not or whatever. All right, I'm thinking of going back to the pinks for this next one. Well, I'm sorry you had a bad experience in Occur. Yeah, over the years, I've had different people say things like, "Ooh, watch out, be careful with PayPal." But I have to say, I have never had a bad experience with PayPal. I know there are like bad people out there that could make the PayPal experience bad, but I've been fortunate in that. Oh, cool. So that you'll explain more to us about subscriptions. Yeah. So it's if you the subscription to Bookwen is like what I've got because I'm a user of it. So if you're another, particularly, I just thought that it would be useful for other demonstrators because there are demonstrators who book, constantly having to book classes, or they want customers to book classes with them. And because I found it such a simple way of doing it, I just thought other demonstrators would too. Or not necessarily Stampin' Up, but if you run any type of class, whether it's online or in person, Bookwen just makes it so easy to create events. You can have vouchers, or you can give discount codes. You can have, it's so easy to repeat events. And then if you do an online event and you sync Bookwen with your Zoom information, they will automatically populate the meeting for you. Like in the past, every time I did a class, I would have to create the Zoom meeting and make sure I sent it to every person that booked. But Bookwen just does it all for me. Um, my PayPal is linked to my bank account. I can imagine if it's linked to a credit card, it needs to be renewed. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I actually prefer using my credit card with PayPal because with credit cards you have an extra layer of protection if like something happens, if someone like defrauds you. So I actually like to use my credit card on PayPal quite a bit. But yeah, no, I tell you where you can come a little bit stuck is that if you're selling goods and someone has a dispute with you, it can shut you down for quite a while if someone goes into a dispute with you. So, oh yeah, Janice, yes, you may find it helpful. Some more pumpkin, perhaps. Yeah, I'm wondering whether to add some in the form of those little flowers. These ones. Or this one. Sorry, I know I'm not being particularly fast tonight. I'm just enjoying myself. Yeah, and it's international, Kaz. Yeah, it's an international company. So you obviously tell it what currency you want to work in, but it will, it works internationally. I even set up a free event. So this is quite fun if you've got team members. I set up a free event for my teamies, and they had to put a code in, like a code to book on it. So basically, if you didn't have the code, you couldn't book on it. So only my team members got the code, and it was just a way of kind of like helping them, like do actually perform an action to get something. Because there is studies to show that when you want to do an activity, you have to put some investment into wanting to do that activity. Otherwise, you're more likely to forget it or you just don't value it. So it's not always good to just kind of give stuff away all the time as a retailer, because it's not you're not creating any commitment. So I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but this whole discussion came about. I was talking to a friend, and he was saying that doctors' surgeries found that if they made the patients actually write down on a piece of paper the time and date of their next appointment, they were more likely to come to it than if they'd just been handed a slip of paper. So it's actually the act of taking an action means you kind of take it more seriously. I really like that little flower. It's like it's a more stylized version. Oh, it is actually. No, it is a more stylized version of this flower here. But it's and oh, did you know you can punch this out with an existing punch? We've got a flower punch that will punch out, which is really nice. Right, I like that. I think then it would be nice then to add a few little flowers. But you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do it in Coastal Cabana. And just have it very gently in the background. Oh, Janice isn't going to NZ. She's going to Australia. Yeah, Oz is Australia. I wondered where you got that from, then I realised Janice had written Oz. Kaz, are you going to On Stage? It looks like a St. Patrick's Day clover. Oh yeah. Oh, I wonder if they did it deliberately like that then. For those of you who don't know, I've got a 14-year-old daughter. She's a little bit obsessed with finding 4-leaf clovers. She's very good at it. I don't know how she does it. She just has this amazing eye to find them. And she's actually found a 5-leaf clover once or two. Well, this wee little stamp is great for just a little bit of filling in. Oh, Janice isn't going to on stage, are you, Janice? But I tell you who will be there. Miss Lisa's going to be there. Watch that you don't end up in Austria. Although that wouldn't be bad, would it? That'd be very nice. Wouldn't mind going to Austria. I could have gone to Vienna the other year for on stage. Didn't quite have the pennies at that point. All right, now, do I need to add anything else to this? I don't know whether to add the dragonfly or keep that for when I make the cards. I do quite like those little dots as well. I'm wondering whether just to use that little thing. Oh, I had to call a florist in Perth the other day, guys. My one of my mum's sisters passed away. One of my aunts, known as number 4, because my mum is number 1, so often she got referred to as number 4. Yeah, I had to order a wreath for her funeral, which is actually my time tomorrow morning. So I'll probably listen in from my bed. Yeah, she's an aunt that I did meet a couple of times in my life, but I didn't know her super well. So it's not a massive grief thing for me. But obviously I've been thinking about her husband and other people close to her. So. Yeah, it came about quite well. We were informed quite late on about her illness. I think she kept it quite private until the last minute. So there wasn't a lot of huge time for goodbyes. But as I said, I didn't have any recent contact with her. But I was talking to my sisters and my mum on Sunday, and we felt it was respectful to send a wreath. And I ordered one. And what was funny was I looked at the map of where the funeral was in Perth, and just about above it was Welshpool, which I thought was funny. Which I did think I think I did know that there was a suburb in Perth called Welshpool, but yeah, made me chuckle. Right, I feel like I need to add more bits of red here. Or do I brave it and go for using... See how much I haven't used this design here. I've not used this one yet. Thank you, Shaz. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Carol. Oh, Welshpool's very close. Nikki, you. I think you must live quite close then. Are you south, north, south, east, or west of Welshpool then? Because I think, because my other, I've got another auntie. That, well, there were three aunties I think that lived, sometimes four that lived in Perth. I mean, they kind of sometimes they flip between Australia and Malaysia, but I do have an aunt that lives nearish to there. Actually, I need to find out what church she goes to. It'd be really funny if you go to the same church and you didn't realise. Oh yes, yeah. Well, yeah, because it was all the Martina. It's all the convicts went over, didn't they? So yeah, there's lots of places named after European, or particularly British. Kalamunda. Nikki, message me what church you go to. My aunt runs a like a catering business, and she supplies a lot of like spring rolls and stuff to sports bars and things like that. And also you can hire her, I think, for catering. If you like your Asian food. Actually, talking about Asian, this kind of gives the whole thing a little bit more of an Asian vibe because it's kind of quite geometric. Well, I'm really happy how this has turned out. It's I didn't really have any idea of where it was going to head, but I really quite like it. There are elements in the detailed Dogwood stamp that I would like to use, but until I actually cut this up, I think I'll save it because I think this stamp here and this one here in particular is really great for once you've cut up your pieces to actually go around the edges with it. So Nikki's coming to Mandurah. Oh, cool. Yes, so that'll be fun if you guys can meet up. Right, I just wanted to grab one of my templates. I tell you what, I've just made a decision on something. I've actually drawn up these templates, these newer templates, 1 to 7, as a graphic, and I have put them as available for my team. Actually, that just reminds me that I've got some teamies who are not on Facebook, so I need to email them to them. But so I probably will do that in a February newsletter or something. But up to the end of 2023, and I know I've still got to send out some videos to thank everybody. Anybody that either took a class with me, was a customer or in my team, or PayPal'd me or YouTube chatted me, I would send a free video, an exclusive video just for them. But I've decided that I can't keep that up right now. So what I'm going to say is if you PayPal me, super chat me, or a customer or whatever, I will send you the JPEGs of these templates that I've drawn up. Now, obviously, if you're in the US, I've also done 8.5 by 11, and if you're an area that uses A4, then I've got A4 for you. So I know what, I'll just say that then, that I will email those to folks. January, if you support me in January and February. Actually, should I just say quarter? January, February, March. and that way I haven't got to think about it again till April, because I've got a busy March. All right, so number 1. Yeah, that could work. I think those work. That, not so much that one. So maybe you could do it, cut it there, and then have a long one there. That makes sense. Do that there. That's quite sweet, actually. I should draw one of those up, actually, where it's 2 on that side and then like that. That will be number 8 or 9 or whatever. So that's 1. This is number 2. It's all right, but not the best. Oh, you're welcome, Georgiana. Oh, I like that one. I do like that one. What about the deckled circle dies? Yeah, you could use that on these. But this seems to work quite well because you've got, you know, you've got a bit there and a bit there, then that one there, then that there, that there, then ooh, that's pretty. Let's flick that over. Yeah, that one's a little bit plainer. Let's flick it up that way. Yeah, that works better because you've got a bit of floral in all of those. Oh no, we've done that one already. Hold on. There we go. Nice. Okay, so 3, 4. That works. That works. That works. Yeah, that one just about works. That way. Yeah, it's this big space here. It's not so cut out for that. Hi, Kenzie. Yeah. Again, you could move it over and see what happens. Yeah, that's quite nice actually. They could split there. You know, if you imagine that is on that side. Ooh, lots of options. Lots of options. So this one, you could either just do 3 wider slim lines. So that's the other way to sometimes look at these templates, is you imagine that some of these lines don't exist. But that I think is well proportioned. That there would work, just that. And then that there, I mean, possibly could, if you took that line over to there and had that as a long one, that would not look nice. Okay, and then this is the bookmark one. Oh, my daughter was like, Mum, you made me more bookmarks. It's like, seriously, really? How many books is she going to read in one go? Oh, I actually really like this. Oh my word, that is beautiful. There's something about a narrow strip, isn't there? Oh, yeah, very nice. Even just cutting those into strips and having them on a slimline card. Like, I think that works, that works. That one, I think I'd actually be tempted to have that a bit fatter and just keep that like that. And then, yeah. Oh. Right, thank you so much. Yes, I really enjoyed stamping this tonight. Thank you. It's really sort of cheered my heart. As well as Mary Poppins. I really enjoyed the high school production this evening. It was fabulous. Lots of love and prayers for this. I know different people have reached out to me privately. People, I can't mention names publicly, but there are some people going through some difficult stuff right now, who are known to this channel. So if you're a praying person, just the Lord knows who they are. Please ask for strength and for healing for these folks that I'm thinking about right now, because there is, you know, there's some tough stuff being handled by people at the moment. So please do say a prayer for them, and some present people, company included as well. So there we go. Thank you. I never use a bookmark. I have an e-reader. Oh, fair enough. Right. I look forward to getting the list from Lisa. And if you're watching on the replay, please again email me ruthtrice@gmail.com if you're interested in any of the classes, and I will then be looking at my diary. I'm going to start maybe scheduling sort of classes into April now, and possibly May. So we'll get the ball rolling on that. Now, I was going to show you, do I have the cross? So we're not necessarily, yours won't turn out like this because the stamps in this were around many moons ago, and there's not a stamp on here that we still carry. However, I will walk through with you in the class how to achieve this kind of look. So it's a masked off cross area, so you'll need to have masking paper, and then you need to have some stamps that have some sort of twiggy stick like formation. Okay, so that's what you need to create this. Then some kind of stamps that have some sort of lines on them. You also need a blender brush, and then a variety of leaves and flowers to do this. All right, so if you want to do this class, please go to, thank you, Stuart, much appreciated. Please go to bookwen.com/artfulstampin. Oh, and Kim watched this video again the other day. She's been doing her homework, people. Please sing one Mary Poppins song. Oh my word. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar. I better not get demonetized for this. Helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. There we go. Right, that's it for tonight. Thank you. Oh, colours. Right, stamped on Coastal Cabana, then a little bit of ink brayering with the white. Now, I know it might look like it hasn't made that much difference putting the white down, but let me assure you it has made a difference. And I'll show you where you can see the difference. So this is where the white was, and you can see where the sweet sorbet hit the cardstock that had less of the white. You can definitely see it getting darker there. I'm trying to see if there's any other areas that's a bit more obvious. But you would not have seen the pinkiness if I hadn't put that white brayer down. Then all the detailed stamps are stamped in Night of Navy. Then we did a bit of experimenting. So we had Sweet Sorbet for these two, Pumpkin Pie for this one down here, Flirty Flamingo for this one here, and what did I use? Oh, Calypso Coral, which I've lost. That one there. And then used Pumpkin Pie for these flowers here. Then used a combination of Granny Apple Green and Lemon Lime Twist for the leaves. And then used Sweet Sorbet for these little square motifs there. What else? Oh, and then some Coastal Cabana, just Tone on Tone Coastal Cabana for these little blue flowers. And the 2 stamp sets that I used, the only 2 stamp sets I used, I think I need a medal, 2 Tone Flora and Detailed Dogwood. This one is free if you spend £90. So if you purchase this one, you'll be about a third of the way there. The palest pink is Flirty Flamingo. Yep, there we go. Yes, please do give me some thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you've got anybody in mind who you think would really enjoy recreating something like this, please do share the video with them. I'm not a person that says, oh, share the video with everybody. Not everybody likes me. I mean, you know, they've not met me, so they can't have an opinion really. But not everyone likes what I do. Not everyone's a stamper, not everyone's a crafter. But if you know a crafter who you think, or a stamper that you think would love this, please do share it with them. Okay, because you know, I'd like to meet more lovely stampers. I need better pinks and lavenders. Ah, okay, yes. Well, Flirty's quite a good one. Lavenders, yeah, Highland Heather, all those fresh fuchsia, fresh fuchsia. Yeah. Ah, oh, Kenzie, I actually deliberately move away from the mic on Sundays because I'm seated right by the video. So as soon as we start singing, I actually move to the other side of my son. As I used to say to my mum, thousands love me and more would if they knew me. Very good. Don't forget to give thumbs up as not me. Oh, thank you, Kaz. Thank you. Oh. Right. I think that's it. Martina says I'm melting. Oh dear. Oh, we were watching some YouTube videos earlier, and I ended up choosing a YouTube video that I didn't realise was just like a compilation of different musicals, musical numbers from different films. So we were watching some Mary Poppins, and then it led into It's a Hard Knock Life for Us from Annie, and then it turned into Easter Parade. Ding, ding, ding goes the trolley. No, how's it go? Ding, ding, ding goes the trolley. I've forgotten the rest of it. Anyway, so May had never heard that song before. I was like, yes, I've introduced her to a new song. So, and she also realised that she hadn't seen Annie either. Sweetie Your Church. Well, Kenzie, if you want to send anybody who can play, that'd be marvellous. But considering we just sometimes we have a pianist. Oh, we do, oh we now have got a piano. We had our piano disappeared, and now we've got another one. My husband plays the guitar, but I have to say, if you're actually standing in the congregation, we know how to sing. If you know what I mean, we know we can hold a tune. And I tell you what, when you're there, we very much feel worshipful. So although I know there are some places that have lovely violinists and flautists and drummers and all that, we sing very heartily to the Lord. So yes, no, I don't. Yes, it would be lovely. You're not an Annie fan? Yeah. Oh, I must admit, when I first saw Annie, I was very scared by Mrs. Hannigan. But as I've grown older, I actually appreciate Carol Burnett's performance more than ever. I just think she's masterful. So I would love to just sit and I'd like to sit and watch it with May and see what she thinks. And for me just to enjoy watching Carol Burnett. So there we go. Your church gave away a baby grand. Oh my goodness. They went electronic. Well, because we rent our church, the previous congregation disbanded. So they were taking different bits of equipment out. And we just turned up one day and the piano disappeared, which of course was absolutely their right to take it. But it just left us without a piano. But thank the Lord, somebody has gifted or lent us one for the time being, and it got moved in on Sunday. So that's lovely. It just disappeared. It was a very big handbag. I think it was the Mary Poppins handbag that they must have come in with Martina, and they popped it in there, and off they went to a chapel up the road. So there we go. Oh, Kim, I don't think we can be friends anymore. Is May in theatre? No, she's not. Although she has a lovely singing voice, really lovely singing voice, but she's discovering musicals. Yeah, yeah. It is the sound tech then. It is the. I don't know what that means. I love your hubby though. Yeah, and the other thing is, Kenzie, it's literally my phone that's picking up the audio because there is no Wi-Fi in that building. So if there was Wi-Fi in the building, then I'd be able to use the program that I use to broadcast on here and be able to switch between cameras. I'd be able to, put the words on screen. I'd have different mics going. But it is so low tech in that building. Like there's not even a phone line. There's no phone line and there's no Wi-Fi. So we make do. Yeah. And the whole reason we actually stream, so for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, on Sundays I stream our church's live stream. That was all because of COVID. And we had considered actually just stopping broadcasting because, most people have come back to church now and meet in person. But because of some of you guys who watch the lives, we do carry on because we appreciate that you appreciate it. So yeah, it literally is my phone. Yeah. And it's on a tripod that I just move from side to side. That is it. It is so low tech. Does Brother, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou count as a musical? Now that's a good question. Do the characters actually sing in it? I I do love that film, and I wouldn't mind going revisiting it. Actually, I should get May to watch it because it's based on the Iliad, Greek mythology. So there we go. Oh, thank you, Janice. Don't stop. No, we won't. We won't. Yeah. But if we ever move to a building that has Wi-Fi, we can up the tech a little bit. Yeah, hopefully. Right. Oh, thank you, everybody. Sorry, we've ended up chin wagging towards the end of this, but this is what happens on lives. If you find this bit of chit chat a little bit tedious, please just go and do something else. But please come back again for the stamping. All right. Lots of love to you all. I really appreciate every single one of you that watches. Yes, Man of Constant Sorrow. And as I went down to the river to pray. That one. Are there spots for Friday? Yes, there are. Yes, Kenzie. Please book on ASAP because I've got to give you your homework. Yep. Oh, you watch your service when you get ready for church. Oh, thanks, Paula. You need Starlink. Okay, I'll look that up. Thanks, Carol. God bless everyone. Take care. Where's the goodbye? Got to find my way out. There we go. You're welcome. But and it's really cool how much it follows the Odyssey. Oh, the Odyssey, yes. Oh, is it the Odyssey or the Iliad? Sorry, I got it wrong. Not the Iliad, Odyssey. Yep. Thank you. Yep. Got the wrong Greek thing there.